This week in the world of news from books, beards, and brews. All right. As always, I am Bob of Tales by Bob.
I'm the ass of the podcast, Derek.
And I am creative consultant Tanya.
Wrong.
Yeah, I talked to her. I think
I did not have a say in this.
True. If you notice that Derek's voice is
because I'm dying.
Is pony, it's because he's a little hoarse.
Oh my god.
He's been real sick, but luckily he's better.
That was my unicorn noise, not really a horse noise.
Of course.
Horsing.
Of course.
So Derek plays D&D with me on Fridays, and we have a group. You've heard us mention Chris on the podcast before. He's playing a character named Orson. And last night, they left the city for the first time, and they needed mounts. So Derek, as a halfling, got a riding dog. The other halfling got a riding pig named Pork Chop.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, no.
I wasn't paying any attention.
Well, no, it's because she had talked about it in the session that you missed.
Oh, okay.
She showed me a picture of what her pig looks like, too.
She's on point.
No, she always has a picture for everything. But then our paladin can summon steed, so he summoned up a celestial moose, which you can't really do, but we're using the rules for a celestial elk and just saying it's a moose. Mm-hmm. So Orson, Chris, went to the bathroom, and by the time he came back, it was decided that his horse is named Horson. It's Orson and Horson. So that's what you get when you play D&D with us. So got a new thing that we're trying today, whiskey-wise. It's called Canadian Hunter.
Whew.
It is slightly more expensive than Heaven Hill, which is what I usually drink.
And
as
when
in,
you say slightly, it's like 50 cents.
Yeah, like
oh, good God,
barely more expensive than Heaven Hill. So all right, let's do this.
Okay, well, someone cheers me.
Here, go Gadget Arms. Here, I'm pretending. Clink.
Oh, they weren't lying. It is smoother than Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
It's not. Look, it's not good.
Well, neither really.
But it's
heaven.
It's cheap.
Oh.
Yeah. It's. I could see me drinking this.
It's not terrible.
No.
I was expecting it to be like a knockoff Canadian Mist.
Well,
but this tastes better to me than Canadian Mist.
I think this is Canadian Heaven Hill, basically.
Yeah.
This is a Canadian whiskey style, super cheap whiskey.
Because I really don't like Canadian Mist.
I want to see how it tastes mixed. Because, I mean, really, you don't drink this for the fucking flavor. You drink this for the mix.
And it has a puppy on the bottle. 2 puppies?
2 puppies.
Oh.
The mix is pretty good. I'm not mad at it. I think I'll probably stick with Heaven.
With natural... Well, yeah, because America.
Yeah.
It's not from Canada.
Yeah. Huh. So...
It's not awful. I'm about to tear up this bird dog.
The Burb
Derg.
So, all right, so let's dive into...
really trying to get through this.
Yeah, let's dive into the news. So, my first headline is Nebulous Contest.
Ooh.
So, the winners of the Nebulas will be announced Thursday, May 16th through Sunday, May 19th at the Science Fiction Writers of America's Nebula Conference. It's their 54th. It's in L.A., and we're not going to run through the whole list of everything that's nominated. Like, that's just not what we're doing. There's a fucking shit ton. But we are going to talk about the novels that got nominated. So, The Calculating Stars by Mary Robinette Kowal. I've heard of her. I haven't heard of the book. The Poppy War by R.F. Kong. Blackfish City by Sam J. Miller. Mm-hmm. Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik.
Yep.
Witchbark by C.L. Polk. And Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse.
Well, that seems like a pretty good list.
It does. All right, so I have read The Poppy War, and I liked it. Mm-hmm. I've read Blackfish City, and I really liked it. So if I was voting right now, I would pick Blackfish City to win. I suspect it's not.
Why is that?
Because I don't know, but I think Spinning Silver is a better book, just from the buzz I've heard.
Just from what you've heard.
Yeah. Also, Rebecca Roanhorse, we've done a story of hers.
I think I have this Trail of Lightning book. I think I just talked about it.
Authentic
Indian Experience, was
TM was Rebecca Roanhorse, and that was a good short story.
Quest for Dead Grandma closed. No.
No, that was
No, the other one.
What You Pawn I Will
Yeah,
Redeem
you're
by
right.
Sherman
Alexie.
You're right. You're right.
No, so
'Cause I was thinking wrong Indians.
wow.
Wait,
So-
what? Oh, hold
Wow.
on. You do?
Wow.
What'd you do?
Because it's your authentic Indian experience, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the different type of Indian.
Well, no,
'Cause
there
he was-
no.
What?
Ignore me. Keep going.
No,
Okay,
they
we're
were
gonna move past this.
Ignore me.
The Trail of Lightning. I've heard good things about it as well, but I'm also basing this on the fact that I have read Naomi Novik's other standalone fantasy book. Piss.
Does it begin with an O?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
But it was really good. It's killing me that I can't remember. But it was really, really good. Naomi Novik is a good writer. All of these people are good writers. But I don't know. I think she's going to get it. Turns out that C.L. Polk book, Witchmark, apparently last month Tor gave it away for free on their newsletter.
I saw.
And I missed it.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't notice.
I saw it on my
I'm
phone, so I didn't get
yeah.
it, and then I didn't remember to go home and download
That's
it.
exactly what always happens to me. I'm always real bad about. They give you like a book away every month.
It's pretty great. If you're not signed up to their newsletter, you should.
So I didn't realize this. Tor.com.
It's really great. I like it.
Well, it's not. Tor.com is its own publishing house.
Yes.
There is no. There is
Tor and then Tor.com.
Then there's Tor.com.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Tor.com, primarily what they publish is novellas. So
which is up Bob's alley.
It is. So, so the Witchmark is a Tor.com publishing. The Calculating Stars by Mary Robinette Quall is a Tor. So, yeah.
Why do I know her name?
Mary Robinette Quall, she's written a ton of stuff, but I don't know that I've read any of it. She's a known, like a well-known name out there. I couldn't tell you anything that she's written is the thing. So, looked like a good roster. I do really want to read Spinning Silver.
Yeah.
If I can track down Witchmark for free or cheap, I will. I think I missed out on being able to download it for free. Trail of Lightning. I don't know. I don't want to read it because I think I've looked at it and the premise didn't interest me. There's something about it that I just didn't like the premise.
I think that's one of those books that I talked about that like is being shelved YA, but is not YA. I think that's where I know the name.
I think you did mention that.
So it may.
Well, I know Spinning Silver
is not YA.
No, that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
That as one of them. Spinning
Yeah.
Silver. And actually, it was the other book that she wrote that we talked about on the episode.
Yeah.
What did she write?
I don't know her from that. I know it. I know her because she always on or was it on?
Oh, is she the one that joined Writing Excuses?
Yeah.
In later seasons. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember if she's always on or not. Yes, after appearing several times as a guest star in the podcast Writing Excuses,
She
became a full-time cast member. Yeah, she's the one that if I mentioned to you because I went all the way back to the beginning and starting from the beginning to listen to it. She's the puppeteer that was talking about.
That's right.
How being a puppeteer helps you as a writer so that you think about how to write gestures and it's important because the whole point of being an author is to manipulate your person into feeling the things that you want them to feel, which is what you have to do with a puppet to make them move the way you want them to move.
Huh. I like it. So
I feel like that Naomi Novik, the one you're thinking about, I think it begins with an O.
Oh God, it's
like oak something or oath something. I don't know.
I remember I
remember talking about it. I don't know.
It was just Uprooted. Fuck me. Uprooted.
I was close. Use knows or close.
Yeah, Uprooted was really good. And Uprooted is one of those that gets shelved YA, but it's not really YA.
Yeah.
All right. So, next bit of news.
Yeah.
It's called Ellen Gent Charity.
What?
That's clunky, but okay.
All right.
Most of his puns are.
So, you know how we talked about Julian Edelman shaved his beard on Ellen, and I was like, man, that's trash. If you're going to shave your beard, you should do it in the privacy of your own.
Yeah, between you and God on the mountaintop.
Yeah, like while crying.
Yeah. And Derek's like, don't, big razor.
Yeah, just don't shave it to begin with. Yeah. So, receiver Julian Edelman's discarded beard shavings
Gross.
are fetching a high price in an online auction.
Wow, creepy. Cool.
Show of hands. Who's surprised by this?
Oh, hands are down.
Yeah, everyone,
No
because New England Patriots.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Terrible. Garbage. I'm so happy that guy get picked up on
Oh, let's not. I have
scandalous hooker charges. Fuck the Patriots.
All I saw was a headline. I don't really care.
I don't care. Fuck the Pats.
The fact that anyone's getting arrested for prostitution is fucking stupid. Prostitution
Yes,
should be legal.
that. Yes, that's dumb.
Will underage.
Oh, she was underage.
well, fuck the
I
Pats.
didn't-
Well,
I
no,
didn't-
I
maybe. Don't want to rush to judgment.
there was conversation about there was underage people working at this spa. And this, so that's all I know. I still have not actually read anything about the story.
I didn't read.
so
I just read the headlines. I'm the
I know-
horrible internet person
Yeah,
who
you
just
are.
reads the headline and
I
makes my
usually look
decisions.
I usually look into this stuff, but
I just
that one
didn't
I've been
care.
busy.
I just
Yeah, I
didn't
don't care.
I just
I
don't
don't
care if some rich guy gets arrested for prostitution. I think it's bullshit because I think prostitution should be legal.
I'll learn more about it.
It'd be like,
it
oh,
goes
rich
on
person
anyways.
got arrested for marijuana. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Marijuana should be legal anyway. So, but all right. So, if you had to guess, all right. So,
for his beard trimmings.
yeah.
Okay.
So the hair follicles were
$1,000.
collected off the floor and donated to Charity Buzz, which
What?
is hosting an auction. The proceeds from the auction benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Boston.
Gross.
If you
Yeah, I
had to-
know, right? Why would you want to give money to?
No,
people that
this
need it?
whole premise is just
If you had to
so
guess-
gross.
at the time of the print of this article, how much do you reckon it was up to?
Is it just like
All
of
of the
it?
beard?
Yes. Yeah, you get all the beard clippings.
$8,000.
I was thinking like 35.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say 30,
100,
but then I
but- okay.
3,500?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're really close. 33,250.
Yeah, I was thinking $3,500.
And Edelman and Ellen are donating $10,000 each on top of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, his beard trimmings.
So I mean, you can't really do anything with someone's beard trimmings because
Really and truly, no one wants the beard trimmings. This is an excuse for charity.
Yeah.
But
really.
okay. So when I brush my hair and my hair falls out,
No, and it would be funny to like take a small bundle of it and like tie it with a ribbon
Find
and
on
like
a
get a
murder.
plaque and be like, "This was the year that they won the championship," and there's a bit of his hair.
Oh, it's a conversation starter. You know, if you're the kind of person who can afford to drop $3,000 on beard trimmings.
well, y'all are thinking not where I was going.
Well, I was thinking you could sprinkle it
That's-
on like dead bodies and like
That
frame
or
him
like
for crimes.
But what you need for cloning
Oh,
is
it's
the
the
actual
Patriots. They need to be framed for crimes.
fair.
That goes a lot of different ways.
They need to be
Yeah.
exposed for
One,
crimes.
that goes one way.
Deflategate.
But Derek, you could also take it to another.
Womp
the-
womp. Tom Brady's terrible.
Well, no, I was going to take it to the Aaron Hernandez,
Yeah,
the guy who actually murdered people who played for the Pats.
Yeah. I like how you're upset about they cheated and then this guy killed multiple people.
I just,
Yeah, but you can't like clone this guy because you don't have the root bud of the hair is what you need with the DNA. The rest of it doesn't have what you need to clone him. But you could just put his hair at.
Is
Well, I
anybody
don't-
else
I don't- I don't-
concerned that she's the one over here
why
thinking
did
about?
she immediately go to cloning? That's a weird way to take
Cloning
this.
and crime scenes, man. That's why I don't like throwing my hair out the windshield. Like brushing my hair.
I'm
and
not
throwing
going
it
to say
outside.
this to be hurtful, but I don't think anyone's rushing to clone you.
I would clone me in a heartbeat.
I don't think anyone's rushing to clone anyone in this office.
You. What?
I'm a delight.
I
Except
would
for when
love
we
to clone
are,
myself
we
multiple
are,
times.
But
Calm down over there.
I would send one of me to work at a lot of places. I would have so much money.
would you though?
Do clones have souls?
Yeah.
Is that slavery? If
Oh.
you're,
Can
if,
we
if
stop?
you're doing it
Stop,
yourself?
First
stop.
off, so let me tell you a weird story.
It's Sunday.
from my-
Let's get metaphysical.
No, here's a weird story from my high school career.
Not Sunday.
It's Sunday
we
right now.
we talked about I was one of the few people in my high school that believed in evolution.
Yes,
Period.
I believe
And
that.
one day we got
in
into
his
an-
class.
It was but I was even getting arguments with some of the teachers, and so it was
The school around here? The school?
Yes.
Yeah, but but it was his class because like literally everyone in my class believed in evolution.
Okay, well, get up here with these old heads like me and Bob, and
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm exaggerating. By the way.
We're having this conversation, and cloning comes up, and one of the guys in the class came straight face like, "Well, a clone wouldn't have a soul. There's no way that a clone could have a soul." I was like, "What are you even talking about?" He's like, "Well, because it wasn't made by God, so it can't have a soul." I was like, but
here's how.
and I just shut. That was the end of the conversation for me. I was
not, and this is where you're just like, nah, bro, it's cool because like if God made everything and He allowed people to understand life well enough to clone someone, I think He just let it have a soul.
He's grandfathered in on that point.
I think they would just it'd be fine. The clone would have a soul. It's fine.
be fine.
All right. Moving on.
I think that would be really fascinating because then you get to see just how much genetics weighs into who you are as a person and how much upbringing does. Be fascinating. I mean, it's pretty immoral probably to raise.
I would almost like if I could suddenly become omniscient and just know these things, but there's no way to like really prove it right now. But I would bet $1,000 right now that there's a cloned human on this planet right now.
Yeah.
Like I know it's not legal and it's never been done.
But it
wink,
happens.
wink, nudge, nudge. But I guarantee you, some rich person has cloned a human.
They just keep it on the hush. Do whatever you want. Just keep it on the hush.
Yeah.
Don't put it on the internet.
Wow, this went in so many weird ways. Let's move on to the next bit of news before we get even weirder. This headline is called, "Man, this is some straight cheese."
I love cheese. String cheese? Man, this is some string cheese. I've had some string cheese the last couple days. I love it. It's so good.
All right. So last summer, University of Michigan art and design librarian Jamie Lausch Vanderbroek acquired the book 20 Slices, a squat square volume composed of 20 plastic-wrapped craft singles sandwiched between bright yellow covers.
Excuse me?
For me, a lot of the purpose of the collection is engaging with people who usually have never seen an artist's book before, she explains. So I have tailored my selections away from subtlety. It's really important to me that people get excited about the work that I buy and that it happens quickly.
I'm sorry.
On that front, 20 Slices, the work of New York-based artist and book cover designer Ben Denzer, has been a home run. According to Vanderbroek, it sparked more discussion than any other book she's acquired. It's even riled up librarians and catalogers, she says, who reacted to the purchase on Twitter with comments ranging from, "That's an insult to books," to, "I could do that." Some of her pupils have been more open-minded. One student was like, "Well, I think the cheese was already a book." And I thought that was a really astute observation, Vanderbroek says.
I can't.
So,
what?
Yeah. This guy, he's an artist in New York. He makes.
No, he's not.
Well, no. If you view the body of work that he does, like
it's shit like this that makes me think of artists as like fucking jackwagons.
No,
but I know that artists as a whole are like good people, and there are a lot of good ones. But every now and then you get some motherfucker who binds some cheese slices together.
Look, if it was just some
paints pictures with his dick, suddenly he's just
stop. You're rushing to judgment on something you don't. All you know about is this guy put 20 slices of cheese.
I just read the headlines on the news, Bob.
I know, but look, if you look. This guy is a professional book designer. This is what he does for a living. He designs book covers for major companies.
Okay.
He is intensely fascinated with the concept of what constitutes a book, what a book is, what it can do. And so, like, he does a bunch of this weird art where it, like, just examines, like making something out of books or making a book out of weird things, like examining the nature of a book. Like, yes, if you're just like, well, fuck, man, that's fucking dumb. You put 20 slices of cheese in a binding. If it was a one-off thing, I'd be much more behind him. Be like, this is the fucking shit that makes art look dumb. But the guy has like, there's a body of work that goes with it that makes, in context, it makes sense. Yes, Derek.
It might make sense that he did it. It does not make it any less dumb. Oh, in my opinion, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like the fact that he has done it repeatedly does not.
Well, it's not all just like books of cheese.
I know, but my point is, but see, this is the thing. Like it bothers me because it's like there's a lot of good that comes out of art. And then sometimes things like, maybe not even that, we won't necessarily say this for the sake of the argument, but like some things that are just...
I'm going to paint with my feces.
That just makes...
Gross. Get a life.
Yeah, and it makes it where people will no longer respect the fact that it's useful for things. It's like, man...
I think if you're the kind of person that someone made a book out of cheese and you no longer respect art, I don't think you respected art that much to begin with.
It's mostly me being bitter that, like, I work 40 hours a week dealing with clothes and shit, and this motherfucker just slapped a pack of cheese together between some fucking cardboard, and he's gonna be making money and shit off of it. Like, damn it, why can't I do some dumb shit and get paid for it?
Well, see, that's
stupid. Why can't I paint pictures with, like,
that's
my
because
fucking
you're
uterus
a
blood
bad
and
person.
get
Well,
paid
but
for
here's
it?
the thing, though. If you did that, if you took 20 slices of cheese and put it in a book,
It would be stupid because
well, no,
it's
but
stupid.
hear me out. No one would buy it.
Because it's stupid.
No, it's because context matters. It does. Like,
Stupid.
so I could write the world's best book.
Yeah.
All right. And you could take one page out of that book that could be effectively nonsensical gibberish. All right. And if you don't know that it's part of the rest of the book that's amazing,
Yeah.
then, well, that's fucking trash. I could do that. I could sit there at a computer and just peck that out. It's basically what you're saying.
It
It's like,
kind of also ties back to this beard story that we just talked about. No one else is selling their beard trimmings.
I also
just
think,
this guy who already has money.
Well, actually, no. Like, people use beards for charity all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they're all, like, I don't bring them up on here because
but they don't.
there's
they
so
don't
many.
sell their beard
They do.
trimmings.
But
They
they-
shave for charity.
What's-
Shave your head for
fundamentally,
charity.
what's the difference, though?
There is a
Like,
huge difference between doing a thing and then I'm gonna sell you my toenail clippings.
He could have done this, like he could have done the same thing of just like, I'm going to shave my beard for charity, and I guarantee you it'd be the same thing. You know,
the only difference is this time you get to, I guess, have the hair after it's done. That's
make a
literally
voodoo doll.
It's
And
literally
Like,
only
be
difference.
creepy.
Like,
make a shrine.
every time I go look at beard news, there is some place that is doing a charity event of cops growing beards for charity,
Yeah.
or this beard contest for charity. Like,
Yeah.
beards it's a known thing used for charity.
Yeah, I'm just
And so-
saying there's a difference between growing and shaving for charity and
Well,
selling the
there's-
leftovers.
There's also, but there's a difference, and this is a famous person. Most of the people
Yeah.
doing beards for charity are not famous. They're
well,
just,
this guy with the book made out of cheese. It's
well,
only
but that's the point. He's
famous, so
he
it's
is
cool that
famous.
he's making a book out of cheese.
Well,
this football player's famous, so it's cool that he's
well, no,
selling
but
his
here's
beard
the-
trimmings.
I guess here's where my difference is. If Nick Cage is famous, if he just suddenly made a book of cheese, everyone would say that's
most
real fucking dumb.
Actually,
No,
I would
I
say
think
that's the
that
most
would-
Nick Cage thing I've
It's
ever heard in my
true.
life.
Bad
He's a
example.
meme.
Bad example. If Forrest Whitaker, all right,
Fair.
a wild,
Fair.
very respected.
He's got the face with the,
you
with
love
the
Forrest
lips.
Whitaker.
Because
Yeah.
he's got like a.
Well, I was
Looks like he got punched real hard
He's
in the
got
face.
a lazy eye.
I was just
That's what saying.
Yeah.
Looked like he got punched in the face.
Yeah. So if Forrest Whitaker, a widely respected, he's not famous for being crazy guy, came out with a book of cheese, people would be like, that's fucking dumb, man.
Yeah.
But this guy, and yes, there's gonna be people who are like, oh yeah, that's fucking dumb. Yes. That's the easy thing to take. Like,
Okay.
oh yeah, that's a book of cheese. I could do. My kid could do that. Well, of course your kid could. But what are the odds that your kid could sit there and do a career of examining philosophically the nature of what constitute a book, compose art, multiple pieces of art based on that, and then parlay that into people actually paying real money for it? Okay, like
Okay, cool. I'm still sharp cheddar bitter about it. Okay.
fair.
I come at it from thinking it's bad from a different direction that has nothing to do with envy, unlike
I just want to get paid.
ugly pants over
I
here.
just want to
who's
get
just-
paid to do nothing.
No,
That's
if I understand your
Yeah.
complaint that's like this art that you disagree
There-
that this is really art, that it cheapens the body of work of art as a whole.
Yeah.
And that I understand.
Yeah, which is
that.
why I'm not.
Yeah. I get that
Yeah.
complaint. I'm going to slightly disagree with you, but also slightly agree with you in this case.
Like, I'm not
because
outraged
all right,
about
look,
it or
I know I'm
anything.
really
Yeah.
defensive on this book of cheese, but I do in fact realize it is a fucking book of cheese.
Yeah.
All right, like
and
it is straight
we're not
cheese.
even addressing the fact that Kraft slices isn't even cheese. It's pasteurized, processed cheese product. It's not cheese. They can't label it as cheese because it's not.
Do you want to know how much it sold for?
No, I don't.
Please
I'm going to be
tell
real
her.
disgustingly.
No,
Please tell
I think
her.
you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
$3. No, wait, that's not even the
You
cost
can
of
get
materials. That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
can get a pack of Kraft. All right, so a box of 24 slices of Kraft American cheese slices sells for about $3.50 or
Yeah.
15 cents a slice.
yeah,
There's only 20
yeah.
slices.
But you
So-
have the cover and you have the work, so
Right,
maybe
yeah.
$100.
How much?
$100.
$100? Derek, you got a guess?
$300.
Oh, well, we're going to split the difference. It sold for $200.
Yeah, great.
A whopping 6,567% markup per single.
Gotta make that cheddar.
So,
But if you think about it though, just like so we've probably talked on this topic for 10 minutes.
But we've not talked about what he wants us to talk about, which is the nature of books. We've talked about the nature of art.
Which I don't think you'd be mad at that. Like the whole point of art is to engender conversation. I
Okay.
think. I think well, not the whole point.
Fair
but a
point,
point
poorly
of art,
made, cheese
a
guy.
fair point, or a point of art is to engender conversation.
Yeah.
And this has engendered a lot of conversation.
It has.
There are people making astute observations like, I think the cheese was already a book.
yeah.
I would disagree with that person. I don't think the cheese
Well,
is
it's a
already
child,
a
and
book.
childs are
That-
stupid.
Well, no, this
Well-
is a college. This is
Like I said, child.
this is a college.
Yeah, at this point, college kids are children. I've gotten old, and I look at these kids that I work with, like, oh, you're babies.
But
oh,
no,
you're
so,
children.
so dumb.
I would
You're so
I would disagree that that
I
it
would
was
just-
already a book.
I would just very calmly wrap one arm around their throat, lock in the sleeper hold, and slowly send them to the grave.
I do feel like they've maybe missed the opportunity to put this art gallery maybe in like a really nice place, like the Ritz Carlton.
God, I
Get some
hate-
cheese on Ritz, because that's real good.
So and
had a-
Cheese slices on
You
Ritz.
know, I had
Cafe.
other things to say, but I don't even want to
Yeah, no,
anymore.
that's fair.
I have one thing in news
okay, yeah.
before we wrap up
Yeah.
for today. This is Sunday. Today is the last day. If you haven't gone to Audible, today is the last day for this massive. It's what is it? First in a
First in a
series.
series.
First in a series. Every book that is
Yeah.
on sale is the first in a series.
Does everybody have a suggestion from the sale?
I
'Cause I have
picked
one.
up
Yeah.
the first Dresden Files book.
Oh,
Which
did we
is-
all get that?
Did we?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
I
we
picked
all
that
got
up.
that.
Yeah, I'm starting it when I leave here.
I picked up 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I didn't know that was on. I didn't see
I
it.
worked.
I-
I looked.
never-
I looked in the sci-fi
looked at-
section.
I
Okay.
never looked at the sci-fi.
Yeah.
I was tired of looking through the fantasy. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
57
I didn't look through
pages
fantasy.
worth.
I just looked through the list that you put in our group
Oh,
message.
Yeah.
then you missed some things because I found some stuff he didn't mention that I was like, ooh.
Well,
It's not that
I-
I missed it. It's that my paycheck was like, oh, honey.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
so-
put all the books in there, and I was like, even though it's on sale, still $300. Let's put some stuff.
I only
back.
got 3.
Yeah, I got 3 too. Yeah,
got-
I put
I
like
think I got
more than
2.
that, and then I just kind of chose the 3 that
Yeah,
I
me too.
wanted.
Yeah.
Like, these books start at $4.95 all
But
the way up
most
to
of,
$9.95.
most of them are
$6,
most of them are
$7.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
I know it said like starting at $4.95, but I didn't see any
I
books that were
found
$4.95.
one.
I
Wasn't
picked
the
up
Dresden?
one. I think
Was
2001.
Dresden $4.95?
No,
Was it?
I think it
No.
was like 6.
Maybe it was 6. Okay.
But I picked it up anyway.
Yeah.
But I think 2001 was $4.95.
Well, it's short. It's a short book, so that's not surprising.
Yeah. But yeah, so today is Sunday.
Yeah.
So make sure you jump on that if you don't have an Audible subscription. I think
There's
you get
still-
a 1-month free trial. So do your free
Yeah,
trial and
and-
snag up some books for
Um,
cheap.
I got Sailing to Sorrentium by Guy Gabriel Kay.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend that over anything.
Because it's Guy Gabriel Kay.
Well, no, because
Ooh.
there's a whole bunch of good stuff on there. But here's the thing: these are all first in a series. This is the only one that's the first in a duology.
Oh, so you don't
only
have
have
like a
one other book to
Yeah,
get.
that's
All
smart.
these other like fucking Dresden. There's like 14 books out in that series now.
Yikes.
Which
Um,
brings me to my selection. I would say they have the first Assassin Apprentice. They have the
yeah.
first.
Yeah,
of,
because
Yeah.
her book, Robin Hobb's books are
Yeah.
just trilogies.
right, but
Yeah.
they
but also fairly standalone. The first
Yeah.
book is fairly standalone.
Yeah.
most of them are pretty standalone.
Yeah.
They have a conclusion.
I think every one of her series, every one of her trilogies, the first book was on there. I know Rainwild was, Tawny Man was,
Live Ship.
Live Ship,
Yep.
and Assassin's Apprentice. So there may have been one that was
There
missing.
may have, yeah, now I'm thinking about
But I
it.
know 4 of her 5 at least were
I had
on
Fool's
there.
Errand.
Was that the Fool's trilogy?
Yeah,
So yeah,
I think that's all of
5.
them, I
Yeah,
think.
all 5 trilogies.
but other than that, I think they had Lives of Locke Lamora on there,
They
They
did.
did.
They did have Lies Locked.
which I bought.
Yeah.
because The only problem with that is I wouldn't suggest that one necessarily because this is long discussion, but it's one of the greatest books I've ever read. But the ones afterwards, in my opinion, just can't match up.
So
it's
that means
tough.
take advantage of this sale, get Liza Block
actually,
Lamora,
yeah.
and just ignore the rest of the books.
it's
kind
very-
of.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's very standalone.
Yeah.
I also got The Red Knight by Miles Cameron, and I got Stormfront by Jim Butcher, which you both got.
Yeah, that's the Dresden Files book.
And then I also got Daughter of the Empire by Raymond E. Feist, which is...
Is that the one with Jenny Wirtz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is my favorite... The author that I grew up reading that made me love reading. And this is a series of books that takes place during a book series that I had already read from the other side of a war. That, like, there's some interplay with characters that I still never have gotten around to reading, so I'm really excited to read it.
So so do that.
Jump on that.
Today's the last day. Get it.
Yeah.
I love a good deal.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there.
Yep.
And as the coming week wraps you in its steely embrace, I hope that
that sounds terrible.
as the coming week wraps you in its comforting embrace.
No, go back to what you said so that I can make a reference to my sleeper hold thing again.
Okay. As the coming week
wraps you in its cozy clutch.
In its
velvet, like
velvety steel grip.
Put some
softness on.
Yeah, put some softness
In
on
the
that
coming
steel.
week, as it
Tap out.
curls around you
While
like
Ronda rouses you.
in the coming,
arm bars you
in the coming
beginning of the
week,
week.
as it engulfs you like a velveteen python.
Ooh.
May the blessing of the beard be upon you.
Oh, nice. Thanks for listening to this episode of Books, Beards, Booze. Our co-hosts are Bob, Derek, and Tanya. Our producer is Bob. For more information, visit our website, booksbeardsbooze.com. Follow our social media at Tales by Bob. If you enjoyed this podcast, please rate, subscribe, and share. Okay, bye.